All right. How do I unmute everybody? All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome to our 6th episode. All right. How do I unmute everybody? All right. How's everybody
Hello.
doing? Welcome to our 6th episode.
Welcome.
Man, plug this. All right. Here we go. I got everything working. All right. So let's catch up with the fellas before we get down to business. Like I said, welcome to the 6th episode. Man, it's already been 6. Has it been 6 months? Damn. One episode a month?
That makes sense. We've been doing it once a month.
Yeah, damn, we're at a 6-month anniversary.
So, what are we supposed to buy on that for that anniversary? What's that anniversary entail?
You're going to wail for all of us, motherfucker. That's what that entails. That's what that entails.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's go around the board. Swamp, how you been this week?
Oh, pretty good. Had to kind of rebuild my stream, so I haven't been streaming yet, but now I got it all set up, ready to go for the rest of the week. Maybe do some streaming.
Very nice. What about Stan, how you been doing?
Pretty good, man. Roof leak, so that's pretty dope. Other than that,
You gotta stop jumping on your roof.
Yeah, it's the ice dam, right? So you get a wall of ice all around your house, and then all the water pools on top in like a bowl, and then just finds it has to go somewhere, so it ends up lifting shingles apparently, and then it ice wedges, so it makes ice wedging is when it freezes, it expands, right? So it makes it bigger every time it freezes at night. So then you end up with these giant holes in your roof and plenty of leaking, and it's fun. It's a blast.
Doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, water will always find a way. It's very powerful.
Yep.
All right, and Enigma, what you been up to? I know you still working on the house, but what you been up to?
Yeah. Not much. Just having fun, doing jujitsu, recovering from injuries, all that fun stuff. Hating Conquest since I'm not upgrading the people. I'm doing it all. This round is all like random free stuff, free to play. I'm not upgrading them at all because horseshit can't even use these people. So yeah, just hating the Conquest right now because not getting shit for rewards.
You say it every time, but every time I look at your roster, you got a 7-star character.
7-star is one thing, but I'm not upgrading them with any of the packs. I don't want to have to farm these fools later when I'm ready for them to hit, so I can just upgrade them right away, take them straight to relics like I normally do. I already have all the stuff for that. I'm not trying to go through
5 attempts at Coliseum?
No, I do one, maybe two or three, or was it 3 on the days where it tells you have to do that for the feat that it gives you, where you have to attack 3 times the Coliseum. Otherwise, I just do one and done. Because BS, and then you got the era challenge, the new marquee challenge stuff. Yeah, that's annoying. I'm used to doing the last tier of that, no problem. I'm like freaking first 2 tiers fighting not to be killed right away. Like, so annoying. I feel like one of you guys now.
What's that supposed to mean? What a show! Hey, hold on. 2 of these plebs are whooping your ass in Grand Arena. We're in Kyber what, son? I can't hear you.
About a Kyber 1?
He did. I haven't.
Good, you scrub.
No, yeah.
I shouldn't be here, man. I should not be here.
Okay, let me catch up on chat and see they're talking here. All right, so we have Sodaman. We do podcasts once a month just because our work schedules. And once a month, I think is good for us right now. And plus, the game gives us enough time for updates, and sometimes there's a slow week in Galaxy of Heroes, so there's not a lot of big updates.
I feel like our info out more often than CG does. Once a
Yeah.
month, and the CG it's like once a quarter they tell us one thing.
Yeah. But yeah, we do it once a month. And then for now I think that's a good system. Just for fits everybody's schedule. Wednesday's the non-GAC night, and we all like Grand Arena, so I think it's a good schedule system for everybody. And it's one of my days off, so it's real easy for me just to slip on here and like your normal streaming. So yeah, once a month for now. But yeah, appreciate everybody watching. Let's see. For me, what have I done this week? I put all the Zetas on Maul. He's already relic. I put him the relic 4. I think he's only 5 stars, but I think I'll get value out of him. So if anybody faces me, he's going to be probably on D, I'm most likely thinking. Other than that, in game, nothing. Just gotta make sure we get these datacrons for this 1 month conquest. That's the biggest focus for me right now, because where we're in Kyber 1, if you don't have them, you get sucked down real fast. So biggest thing to me is staying in Kyber 1. 5v5, everybody has everything. So only thing that's going to make you different is the datacrons. So I just make sure I have plenty of them, and then try to get many FTs.
Mods.
I'm pretty good at the mod department. I usually outmod everybody I face. I usually see all green on the mod part. But they yeah.
Some of your opponents.
But I just make sure I get enough datacrons. I'm trying to get my pirates relics up. Like right now, I'm in a point where I can move and get Hondo real fast. GL Hondo. But he probably wouldn't be ready until like the end of 5v5 season because the relics, Zetas, and all that. Or I can put my relics into the pirates and hopefully have like an easy Lord Vader cheese. So I'm thinking about doing that, just getting all my pirates up and running. They're not really doing much on defense, so just gotta make sure they're higher relics for that relic delta. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then Hondo is probably gonna be the 3rd week of Grand Arena because everybody's already 7 stars. Only have 2 Gear 12 characters left. I'm real close. He's probably closer than that. But that's just a realistic goal after trying to get the ultimate and everything else. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just I could rush and get him, but I think pirates will benefit me against Lord Vaders. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's it for me. Here, let me see.
I just want to clarify what I was saying about Trevor's been doing podcasts for a long time, and me too. So yeah, this podcast we've been doing for, we were just saying 6 months it must be, because this is the 6th episode. And like before that, a long time, or not a long time, but a while before that, Trevor and I used to do the Tactical Advantage podcast, and we did that for a couple years. And even before that, when I wasn't part of it yet, Trevor and Ringer did that for a while. So yeah, we're kind of podcast vets by this point.
Yeah. Stranger, I mean, not Stranger. Stan, like his logo reminds me of Ringer's. So a lot. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while, a long time. Time. So all right, I think that's all the questions we had in chat. All right. So this must have been Swamp with him copy and pasting all this. So gang's coming in the game. New era. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be Andor. I'm a big fan of the show. It's a really good show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. We won't. You should have watched by season 1 by now. Okay. It's a really good show. I recommend it. It's probably the 3rd best show they've had. Probably it might be close to 2nd. I'm a big fan of Ahsoka too. because I just like Ahsoka, Anakin, and all that. But it's a really good show. We knew they was eventually going to come to the game because it's a third best show. It's a money seller.
Yeah.
But that's new era of Andor. It's not exciting as Maul. We all know that.
Yeah, it's the most critically acclaimed Star Wars anything ever. So there's
Yeah,
that. Even like people outside of the Star Wars fan realm are into it. So it's pretty cool.
I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
like my wife, she likes Mandalorian. Like we have our house and Baby Yoda. But she really likes Andor. Like I'm not allowed to watch it without her, or I get yelled at.
Nice.
She's really into Andor. It's what season 1 is basically that slow pace, and then you know how Mando took off. It's just like how Andor. It's slow at first, and then there's a good story behind it, and then just launches you. So hopefully they has some good characters. So, what do you guys think, Stan and Enigma, about the TV show?
I haven't actually watched it yet. I stopped watching when the After Acolyte came out, and it was all a bunch of horseshit and stupid. So I haven't watched anything.
Oh, this is way better.
Yeah, it's not
if
even
it
from the same realm.
good, so I'll probably end up watching it then.
Yeah, it's really good. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
people that don't even watch Star Wars love it. So.
We're busy at the house because with the missus watching The Chosen right now. Watching that one, and that's not a Star Wars related anything. That's totally different.
I was like, I never
Is that
heard of
about
it.
Anakin?
Never heard of it,
No.
boy. That's the one done by Jim Caviezel and Mel Gibson's movie / TV company that they have.
I have to look it up. I haven't heard of it.
It's all about Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch a lot of TV,
Pretty
so
good.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't get
Anakin
to
doesn't
watch
even have the
other
chosen.
than have to think 30 times. Missus falls asleep, then I have to watch it again.
All right. Stan, I didn't hear you. What do you think about them having Andor in the game 2.0?
I'm thrilled to get these characters. Spoiler alerts, by the way, because we're going to be discussing like once the content is coming to the game. I think it's fair to talk about the characters and how cool they are in the show and stuff that happens in the show and how that might pertain to their kids. So if anybody is like, you know, on the fence about getting the spoilers, go ahead and skip this part. But I will say, spoilers don't ever impact. Now I knew who Luke's dad was before I saw the movie, right? So I don't think spoilers really impact how good Andor is. Like, it's so good. I would absolutely suggest anybody to watch it, even if they're not a Star Wars fan, because like the Star Wars is almost like um, it's like a background element, right? It's just really good story, really great characters, a slow build up in the beginning of each season, and then just takes off and is just wonderful, wonderful show.
Well, especially since we already had a movie that's the ending of the story.
That's true.
Can't
Nobody
spoil
wrote
the
it off.
ending.
That's true. All right. So let's talk about the ISB new tag. Let me pull it up on the side here. So how well do you? So we get an ISB new tag. What is this going to do to the new 2 characters we already have? I'm pulling it up on the game. You guys can't see that. I just want to look at it while I'm reading. So we already have
like the reworks.
Yeah,
for
so we
the Probe Droid and Director Krennic.
yeah, so we already we can talk about this a little bit. It's basically the same topic. ISB got a rework, and then we can talk about the guild thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. So what are they going to do? Like, what's it do if like characters you've not like Krennic you need for a GL, but you know what's the difference?
Well, one thing I noticed right away after the reworks, there was a video coming out of people using imp troopers to kill a GL with Krennic.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine the rework has made him more plug and play adaptable.
Okay.
But yeah, outside of that, I'm not too sure. It probably does, like big picture, once we get all the ISB, I think we'll see, have more info on how this will impact things. But
Okay.
even immediately, like I said, already started seeing those Krennic videos popping up. So it's interesting.
What about you, Stan? I know you read a lot of kits. You see anything different that it's helpful?
Yeah, the only thing that really caught my eye was um so Imperial Probe Droid really needed an update. He had one cool move, that explosive move, and
Uh-huh.
he was gone. And at this point in the game, it just wasn't enough damage to do anything. It was kind of like, okay, who cares? I still use him, right? He's still at least until IG90 hit the roster, he was still a
Mm,
part of my Afro team.
mm,
Because of his ability to cleanse buffs, put target lock out there, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to really get into it, and I know that his damage has been improved quite a bit, which is really important for um, really anywhere you plan on using Imperial Probe Droid. Now, mine's Relic 7. I brought him up there for the platoons back in the day. So,
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we'll talk about it. You guys, I believe we were getting 3 more ISB ones. Is that correct? Teams? I mean, characters?
So, yes, KX security droid, Miro,
Mm-hmm.
and Major Party Gas are going to be the other 3.
All right, so we'll have a full team there. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So, now let's talk about the guild thing. This affected me and Enigma, and it's affected everybody. This was today. Since ISP did get a rework, he is hitting like a fucking truck. Um,
And wrote.
yeah, ROTETB. A lot of guilds, even Scribe had to put a new video out. Like I was going to, but I couldn't beat it. So I was like, I can't put a video out if I can't beat it. And I tried both of my accounts, and my art guild struggled. Even the top end guilds struggled to beat this. Now, I don't know if they're going to adjust it or we just want to remod differently. I'll have to watch Scribe's guide about how he had it his modded. But I didn't put my normal mods I have for that mission on. So I usually do with my normal mods. But next time I'll have to use the mods I have built for that to test it. But I know a lot of guilds today were like this big, like a lot of guilds did not get Zepho today. And normally it's auto.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, it's the special mission in Braca where you go in there with Seer, Junda, and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, and you do that one special mission to unlock Zepho, the planet that gives you awesome rewards.
Yeah. So
you can do it with the OG Cal if you like to suffer.
True.
If you like to struggle, you can absolutely do it with the other Cal.
Maybe now with the Rogue Droid doing more damage, maybe there will be value in going back to that strategy.
Maybe.
yeah, because it was like it seems like it's pouring out more damage. Like he would blow up in the past, but right now he's basically giving more damage. And I read, where did I read? I read on Discord that it's basically he's critting more. So I think it was true. Was it true damage before? And now
Massive damage.
yeah, I think it was massive damage. Now it's true damage, and he's hitting like a truck. So it's big. I don't think Enigma had any problems with it. Did you?
Yeah.
Have any issues with it?
That's what I figured.
I just stuck to my usual routine with going through moves to do win.
Gotcha.
Start out with armor shred, second special, Armor Shred, and then we'll go into the round 2 with his first special, so they get the extra protection, Armor Shred, and extra protection, and wipe out. Done.
Yeah.
Been pretty simple forever now. But I did notice they were hitting a hell of a lot harder, because normally I'm like full health protection on both people by the time it's done, and they got pretty close to killing somebody. Dang, be hitting way hard today, but I
Yeah,
still
they
got it
Are
done.
you, do you have a relic delta? Are you both at relic 7, or do you have extra relics on either of them?
let me check.
Shit, what are they at? I forget. Hold on.
And
I
I
think
know
I'm
I have
at
them both for
8
Relic 7
and
myself.
9 or something. And I've upgraded for some stuff too.
She's at 7 and he's at, let's go to
I think
Jedi.
he's 8, but hold on, let me see here.
Where's he at?
Wrong.
He's at 8.
8, 9. Jedi Knight Cal is not. Mine's at 9, and then my Seer is. Was she 7 or 8? 8. She's at 8 for rope.
Yeah. So, yeah, we still
You've
can.
even taken less damage because of relic delta, and you were taking lots of damage today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
rough. It was rough. Even the top guilds I've seen, like not top end guilds, but like mid guilds, 600 and some mil, they were struggling. Like it's all over SWGOH and event Discord server. Like, did he get can't call your brother. uh, but yeah, I noticed a big difference. Basically, you're losing those rewards and you're losing a star. That'll hurt us. But I think we can make the star up. But you're losing the Kairos. That's the biggest thing for anybody that's playing. But yeah, you'll have to come out with a new remodding and etc. strategy going forward. Or I'll just have to put my mods on before I go in there. Usually I didn't have to. But I mean, I had a special loadout for them. That's what I mean. I usually go in there with my normal mods I have equipped, but now I might have to go in there with my cow and seer mods for that mission just to get it done. So, yeah, very interesting. I woke up this morning, they're like, we're not going to get the Zepho mission. I said, what the fuck you mean? And then I just noticed, yeah, it hitting like a truck. So, that's what I meant on that part. Let's keep on going. Swamp, did you try it? Did you have any issues?
Yeah. So for one of my accounts, the main account actually, I failed. I thought it was user error though, because I did use Seer's special at the end of the first wave, so I was going into the second wave without it available, and she died. But on my alt account, I did it, and it was business as usual on that one. So I don't know, it could be just a mod difference, or like I said, I made that mistake, and just because they're hitting harder, didn't make it. But yeah, I didn't really know that it, or think about that, how it had changed. I'm looking at it right now. It does say massive damage, so it must have been something else other than that before.
I think it was true damage. Now it's massive damage.
Oh, okay.
Like you can't. I don't know the difference.
Well, basically, true damage would ignore your defense, I believe.
Yep.
And massive damage will just be a large number, so defense will have more effect, I guess.
Gotcha.
Than a bigger health pool.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I could tell a big difference today. And my stuff's pretty really good modded, and I saw a big difference, and I was like, whoa. All right. Next part, the Swamper Stand. You guys want to do this with the names, the character names?
So we got the new Rebel and ISB marquees coming up from the new era of Andor, leading to the Cassian Andor Undercover event. Starting off with Clea Marquee for our first one. The Marquee for Marquee. I like that she's like doing a little DJ thing going on there. We got Vel Sartha, who you guys, everybody has seen because she's the summoned unit when you bring Clea. That's something they also changed with this era, depending on who you bring. The summoned units are potentially going to be different. So later, once we get the ISB units, if we bring them in and not the rebels, then you're going to have an all ISB team. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. A little bit of change in strategy for the Coliseum. And anyways, next one is going to be Sinta Kaz, another rebel. And then we're into the fourth one, which will be Deidre Miro. That's when we start getting into the ISB. Major Partagas after that. And finally, KX Security Droid. I might as well just say these event requirements because they kind of laid them out for us early this time instead of waiting for us to be mad about it. So yeah, for the event, it's going to be tier 1, requires marquees 1 through 5. So that'll be Clea, Vel, Cinta, Deidre, and Major Partagas at 4 stars. Clea at era level 45, and that unlocks Cassian at 4 stars. For tier 2, it's going to require those same marquees at 5 stars, Cinta and Vel at era levels 55, and that's going to upgrade Cassian to 5 stars. For tier 3, we got actually all the marquees, so all 6 of them at 6 stars, KX at era level 70, and that's going to upgrade Cassian to 6 stars. For the final tier, requires all the marquees 7 stars, era level 85, and that's how you get Cassian to 7 stars.
And another thing I like to add, remember the goal should be 5 stars because you get those 5 lightspeed tokens. So that's what I'm going for, is get at least the 5 stars. Just get those 5 lightspeed tokens to any character you would choose, I believe so. And then non-legacy.
Legacy character, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
So 5 lightspeed
So
tokens.
basically, I can't do shit with any of those tokens.
No.
Pretty much. It's going to give you some Kairos and junk.
Yeah, basically. But
I got so many tokens to scrap still.
Let's see
Your
here.
steak is too buttery. But yeah, another thing to mention about this era, guys, is it's very likely, like we don't know this for sure, but the speculation is it's very likely at the end of this era, this will be the stuff for the next raid, most likely, because it kind of lines up in around the time when this raid is ending, approximately. So, you know, if you weren't thinking of putting anything into it, as far as getting those stars, could be a good idea to, you know, make sure you're able to do that raid. I know for me, I didn't do anything.
I'm assuming it'd be the characters that we're getting right now, as well as the ones that we just had. That's usually what they like to do to fuck everybody. They make everything all brand new characters.
Yeah, it's possible, but they also try to keep it thematic, and all those characters are from different eras of whatever themes. So it's possible maybe some of it will be part of it, but I doubt all of it. Like I doubt all the anniversary characters will be in there, but maybe like Luke and whoever else is a rebel. Is there another rebel? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So we don't really know what it's going to be. It's all speculation, but it's very possible that that this stuff is involved in some way or another.
Gotcha. I would like to add one thing. They just updated this. So we got a post from, is that Meathead? Yeah. Meathead just posted Smuggler Run 3 R9. We landing in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
So if you have
people
R,
have been asking for that.
yeah, so that's in 2 weeks if no bugs or issues. You funny. Anyway, 3v3 GAC Omicron adjustment. Assuming no issues were found, that there'll be a fix in the middle of March before the next 3v3 GAC with OMEs, with people upgraded from 20 getting the refund for the 10 mats, basically. The Nightfall redo part, Team is aware of the previous bug and is looking to schedule another run. The heist, if you are impacted by the issue with the coax heist, we'll be adding your missing coaxium plus interest based on the amount owed. I think that's from the web store, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the something in the web
Axiom, I
store
think, is the
wasn't
web store.
giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, something in the web store wasn't giving what it was supposed to. I remember people were complaining about it. So
All right, that's all he posted. He said there's a bug tracker. You can see all the bugs, but yeah. So Smuggler Run 3 in 2 weeks. So if you had them, I had 3 of them at R9. For my alt, but not on my main account.
We only need one of them, Relic 9, right? We only need
Hondo.
Hondo himself.
Or is that right?
I believe that's what they said.
So we should be
It's been
good.
a while since I saw anything about it. I
I
could
don't know.
be wrong.
I got most of them R9, so I'm good.
Okay. So that's good information to know.
For those of us who have the smaller wallets,
for us poors.
right? I barely got him to Relic 9. What are you talking about? You got him all to Relic 9. Calm down.
I think I'm just good. I'm good. I just they're already all 9. R9. I don't have to worry about it.
Your wallet's good. All right.
Yep.
That's cool too that they finally acknowledged that redo of the Nightfall thing was in fact still bugged, and they're gonna schedule another run, another redo. Let's go.
Yeah.
What was bugged about that? I think I just sim it. Remember what was bugged with it?
Oh yeah,
I just
Granny.
Yeah, the granny was just blowing people up.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, I just sim it
Yeah.
though. I was able to sim it.
Yeah,
that
for
was
people who
annoying.
already have it at 3 stars, it's not really an issue, but for people who don't,
Yeah. Shivers.
I was able to get her before she grabbed the gun this time, so I didn't have the same problem that everybody else did. I mean, I think that's just
I had that
RNG.
on. Yeah, I had that on some of the tiers, and then I couldn't get as high of a tier as I should have been able to get because I have them all R9, so should have been able to go all the way, but I wasn't able to. I didn't want to like remod or anything crazy for it either, though.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else Swamp went over. So units moving forward, moving to a bi-weekly cadence for the farming post area.
That just means after when they come to Legacy, it's going to be 2 weeks for each character to become farmable.
Yeah.
Like Luke.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we already talked about this, but the rework on Probe Droid and Director Krennic, we already went over that. Krennic's become more valuable. Droid's hitting like a fucking truck now. So very interesting. So remember, Swamp went over the last 3 characters for that when they're releasing the characters. Those last 3 are ISB. If you guys didn't know, Deidre is from the show and Major. And so those last 3 will be for the rest of your ISP team. I kind of like they are getting a team, even though, Gear 12, Relic 2, etc. All right. Some things they did drop today. Wrecker is accelerated. Like for me, I don't have new Bad Batch up and running. They're Gear 12. They weren't exciting to me. You know what I mean? But now with the episode pass at the end of it, you get 2 Bad Batch Lightspeed tokens. That helps me because that's what I'm using mine on. Plus, Wrecker's accelerated. So, and especially the new Datacrons, there are Bad Batch. So, they're all trying to tie all that into one. So, if you guys don't have a Wrecker, there you go. Stormtrooper Luke just became farmable today. 9C hard, dark side. Mine's at Gear 12. Only need 1 more piece for him. And so, and after this, I'll let you guys talk. The air battle is starting tomorrow. That what is that event? Let me pull it up on my
Dark Decimation.
Yeah, Dark Decimation. I look at my calendar. It looks like it's starting in 17 hours and 35 minutes. So that is starting tomorrow. They're a little late, but they're putting it in there. So, all right.
And I believe that's the one that uses all the dark side characters from the anniversary era, right? Like Maul, Vader, and stuff.
Units, IG, yes. All dark side only. So IG-90, Asajj, Darth Vader, and Maul. And then you'll get
Barriss. Maybe. I don't know if she actually is, but she's dark side.
They didn't list her when I clicked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might unless
not listed on there.
Yeah, unless
Just
that.
For the character.
So the rewards you'll get,
Will they share tags like they did in Coliseum, or is this going to suck?
I don't know.
I imagine it's going to suck because the other era battles, they also didn't have the shared synergy, like those temporary ones from the within the era. So I imagine it'll be kind of similar to that.
All right, anything I said you guys want to comment on and talk about?
2 is great. I love them. Just wanted to throw that out there. I like them a lot. They get a lot of flack because of, when it comes to this raid, everything is very, the Order 66 raid, everything is very expensive, including them. And they don't quite pack the punch that the Dark Side clones and the pirates and stuff do. So as out of that pool, they're kind of the worst, so to say. But yeah, I'm finding them really useful in Grand Arena, and I really love the way their kit works. Like, they don't die, they get captured, so it gives you some leeway to try to get back into the fight, come back kings, really fun team. I like them.
My brother was talking shit. But yeah, I just haven't invested. My thing is, there was last raid, there was a lot of new characters all at once, and I invested, Lord Vader, of course. So yeah, I just, if I had all the resources, yeah, I'd probably get Bad Batch, but I had to pick and choose new Dark Side clones and Mace or Bad Batch. So that's what I did. But it would be nice to get them up and running.
Oh yeah, I forgot Jedi Vanguard when I was saying other things for the raid. Also much, higher value than
it's okay to forget them.
than Bad Batch 2 in that raid though. Like
the Jedi Vanguard are actually hella good when it comes to rogue.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't be that good everywhere else though. Like put them in there and have them auto, and there's no reviving after you kill them once, even though you're supposed to have to kill them like 5 or 10 times, where the fuck it is.
Well,
on some of those planets, and they just one shot them and they're done.
Are they like I just have part of it myself. I got Mace on both of my accounts, but are they good in territory wars with those Omicrons? Like, is that something you see at a high level or no?
I haven't really seen them like defensively.
I think they have like 5 or 6 TW Omicrons between the whole team or something like that.
When I was in a competitive, like a super competitive guild, they would put Mace on defense. Just because it took a good team to beat it. Like now I've not seen it a lot, but when I was in a super competitive guild, that's what they would put on defense. Teams
so it does have value.
It does have value there. Basically ROTE and even a little bit of Conquest, Jedi Vanguard have valuable. Anything else they suck. Even in the raid, unless they're R9, but I'm not putting R9 on shitty characters. But mine are at R5 and they do okay.
Where's your Wampa at?
My Wampa?
Yeah, where's she at?
R7.
Okay, just checking.
Listen, unless you're going to send me some money, I'm going to keep my stuff at R normal. If I find value, like Leia R9, yeah. If it's a GL and I like him, yeah, I'll do it. Or like Ezra, Bane, something like that. But yeah, if it's a raid character and I don't find use anywhere else, they're not moving. Because I feel like Mace doesn't do much for me anywhere else. But all right. Okay, we went over that. It looks like Nihilus has been added to the Galactic War Store. So,
Hmm.
so I mean, it's nice that that store's getting a little, probably running out of room, so they have to put them somewhere.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
probably the first store that's been touched since they moved all the stores together or into their new arrangement. I don't think they've changed a single thing other than that.
Yeah.
Other than adding the era stuff and the
I think they have added other stuff to the Galactic War Store in the last year or so.
Hmm.
But it's very slow going, and the only reason they added Nihilus there is because they took Luke, put him where Nihilus was, moved Nihilus to that, which I think is great for early game, right? Because now you don't need Galactic War Store used to be how you got your Phoenix up and running and stuff.
Mhm.
Now you have tokens for that, so I think that's a great use of that Galactic War currency.
Yeah, good point.
Because remember, that was, how was he farmable before? He's
I
still
think
not.
he was
Dark-
go ahead. Yeah, Dark Side hard node.
Yeah, so this will be a lot faster.
Yeah.
I'm still not in my store, so I'm looking right now.
Oh yeah, Trevor, you have a new early game account, right?
Yes.
How's that going for you?
I'm almost at mill. Only been farming lightspeed tokens. Make sure I get all those lightspeeds. I'm bringing here and getting Inquisitors all done.
Nice.
So as soon as they drop more lightspeed tokens, yeah, it's been doing pretty good
How old is the
actually.
account?
Couple weeks, 2 months,
And it's a mill already.
almost a mill. Those lightspeeds is
Yeah.
fucking huge.
The new game is crazy different.
You know, like
Yeah.
it used to be. Actually, I gotta do my dailies while we're talking. But yeah, I'm almost at mill.
The lightspeed tokens that got you there, isn't it?
Yeah, I ain't farmed anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm
the,
like, man, you used to take fucking a whole year just to get to like a mill.
Um,
Seems like.
yeah,
It's like, oh,
that's
1 month later.
that's the old
yeah. Yeah, Lord of Fly, he's somebody from the SWGOH community, comes and hangs out sometimes. He also streams SWGOH sometimes. He was telling me he started a new account. I can't remember the exact numbers, how long it was or anything, but in a very short amount of time, he had like 6 journey guides completed. I was like, holy, that's insane. Like in like whatever it was, 4 days, I want to say, or something, just because of lightspeed tokens and all the other things that have made everything so much faster. Crazy.
So I went after.
That's horseshit that they waited till I had everything to come out with these lightspeed tokens and bundles and bullshit.
You should have waited.
These pricks. They waited for me. That's what happened. They waited. They were watching my account and waited for me to already have everything. And they're like, "Oh, let's go ahead and release this now. He's already got that."
Well, hurry up and go
He bought
get
it
everything
already.
R10 so that they give it to us for free then.
Right? Damn. Bastards.
But no, the early game accounts doing really good. I actually had more fun playing that than some of the other
Nice.
accounts, just because, especially with the lightspeed tokens, I really like chasing them. I'm loading it up now here actually. So I have Phoenix done. I'm actually going for Balin. I went Night Sisters early, Morgan Elsbeth, and Great Mothers fucking tear everything up.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I'm almost a mil. I'm at 783k right now. I'm finishing. I got Thrawn, I got Yoda, I got Drogon, Arya Relict, Bex, Arya Relict. Yeah, I mean, I got Palpatine Relict from the Lightspeed tokens. Gonna have all the Inquisitors. I mean, yeah, it's real fun. It's real nice being an early game right now because I was facing in Grand Arena about, I'm like 700k and they're like 4 or 5 or 7 mil in Carbonite, and I was beating them because they couldn't beat Great Mothers.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, those teams like that, they just
Now,
they exceed.
yeah, so yeah, it's really nice to be an early game player. Account's going really well. I'm going to do a 3-month video soon, but as soon as those other Lightspeed tokens drop, I'll have Grand Inquisitor, and then we'll go for Reva. But yeah, not bad, not
Makes
bad.
sense. I mean, great mothers get holds in Kyber.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's great.
I use take out
Hold on. Say it again, breaking up.
Working Enigma, you're getting feedback or something here.
Sounds like you're talking through a banjo.
Great moves. I use them in Kyber to beat King Hondo.
Yeah, that
That
works.
come through.
Yeah. So it's a great team.
That's a good counter.
Yeah. I was too chicken to try this season. But yeah, it's a great team. Like I said, early game right now. When they're supposed to drop the other Lightspeed tokens? Anybody know? Today?
Right?
I think
Is-
that sounds
isn't
right. I
there-
remember somebody saying it, whatever the last time I streamed, that it was supposed to be sometime this week.
They did have a calendar. I gotta find that calendar.
Yeah, I think the next set's supposed to drop today after the weekly reset or whatever.
Okay. So I'll go chase some more of that on the baby account.
But
But
today at like 2:00 or something.
yeah. Plus, I got into a decent guild too. So basically carry me right now, but it's a guild from it's a guild from a person from one of our guilds that he runs on his all as well. Bryce Enigma, you should know Bryce from our guild. So I got the baby account.
Oh, you're in another guild that he runs?
Yeah.
Got the baby in his other guild?
Yeah, they're getting some Reva shards. They're getting them ROT about 20 stars. Raid. So I'm doing pretty well in it. They're carrying me right now, but once I get up there, we're doing pretty well. Yeah, baby count's doing well. I actually stay and play it more than I do play my other accounts. just because chasing the Lightspeed tokens. Now, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because that's all the news we have. It's only been 37 minutes.
I mean, we can talk about the last era as well, right?
Yeah,
We really
good.
didn't,
Yeah, that was
Go ahead.
that was what I had down here for the meta teams
Okay.
discussion, is first impressions of the era anniversary era characters now that they've transitioned into legacy. Like for me, I don't really see that stuff, so this is mostly you guys. Other than I watched some streams and I seen a couple things.
Okay. You guys go first. I'll go after you two. Stan and Enigma can go. We're all
I
about
think
that.
Enigma is going to be the best one for this because he has them.
That's true.
I mean, I've used Spidey Maul, although that last round of GAC, he did not work it against that Ezra Exiled that was almost 400 speed, R10. Like he didn't do a fucking thing against that team that time. I mean, they've been doing pretty good. It's giving me a few more teams to play with. So like you got Vader with his what's his new name now? The new one?
Dual Zen.
Duels and Vader. I get to use him, and so I can take SK away from Emperor Palpatine now, and I use Vader there. And he fractures two people right out the gate, which is kind of nice. So you don't have to worry about two of the characters coming after you right away, especially in threes. So it's just like 3-on-1 for a few turns. Nice.
Sick.
But yeah, so I'm upgrading some of them. So I've upgraded Vader and Spidey Maul, then the other two I'm looking at upgrading and potentially using. I haven't played with them yet. It would be like Inquisitor Barris and Asajj Ventress, the Dark Disciple. Those are the only ones I'm really playing with. I think there's any other. Where's the era? You got those two. Who am I missing? I'm not using the Wookiee with Yoda. I'm not using Luke. Those are the only other ones, right? Or am I forgetting someone?
Yeah,
Who
I think
else?
that's it. Luke, Vader, Ventress, Barris.
Oh, IG. I
Oh
upgraded
yeah.
him. I'm using him with the Dr. Afra, but I still use Probe Droid with Dr. Afra. I didn't swap him for Probe Droid. I just got rid of IG-88. I just don't use IG-88 with Afra now. He's doing better damage now too. I figured I'd keep him in there since they find him.
Nice.
There you
Nuking
go.
people.
Are you using
He
them
nuking people.
defensively in 3v3?
I use for 3v3. I don't use him at all because he kind of eliminates the whole purpose of going 100% turn meter right out the gate. I haven't really had to, but I don't use them except to like clean up, like so they're more of a cleanup squad in 3v3.
Yeah.
Like if my Night Sisters fail to because they don't die off fast enough to beat Jabba, then I bring them in to finish cleaning it up. But that reminds me, I need to like take off of some of my Night Sisters so that they will die, so that will actually work. Kind of
Yeah, I
annoying because they
thought of
sit
that
there and
because I
survive and
watched.
survive.
Yeah, I watched somebody do the whatever Jabba cheese with the Night Sisters, and I'm like, dang, I wish that worked for me. I think that is what I need to do is like unmod some of them, make them die.
Because
Yes.
they will straight up survive, and it's like, come on, die, damn you, just die already. And then they finally die, but then you run out of time because they took 20 freaking years to die. I'm like, okay, I keep telling myself, I gotta remember, I gotta take some mods off before Gaklock so I can make sure that they're dying faster so that I can actually make that an easier battle to get through.
Get some
Yep.
stinkier
And then you
cheese.
get right? Yeah,
Oh, I was
Bright
just saying
Mothers is great
stinkier
against
cheese.
Hondo. I like that. But yeah, no, those are about the only ones I've used so far. Is the new droid IG-90, whatever. I think it's IG-90 now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And then Maul Hate Fueled and Darth Vader. Those are the only three I've really used. And then you got two more I'm potentially going to use, and then the others I'm not. They're at R5. I'm not really doing anything with them at all right now. I don't have a team or a need for them. I think they're more probably early game usage. Other ones,
Yeah, I can see that.
really late game.
What about you,
Good
Stan?
stuff.
So my experience with them is extremely limited. I did not have them for the lock-in for Grand Arena for that last week. So all of my opponents had them, but I did not. Um,
Fun.
which is fantastic, right? Good for them. And many of them. Obviously, I was in Kyber. This is my first time being in a full Kyber 1 bracket, and all of them had uh, at least a Relic 4 Maul, right? And so it was cool to see Maul. Now, the first one I was able to take out pretty easily with Qui-Gon. Um, I saw him on defense. The second one I took out Stranger Star Killer, and then the Maul came back. Right, he gets one revive, and he was able to one shot my Anakin after that. So he made it. So all the experience I have with them is on defense. IG-90 threw a huge wrench in my game plan because I didn't know how difficult he was going to make Afra because again you were swapping out 000. I didn't think she was going to take she wasn't going to get the bonus turn at the beginning and so I thought that was going to be an easy walkthrough. So I didn't really plan for it and I just started throwing stuff at it and I was just failing. Just dropping battles against it. So IG-90 is a lot stronger than I thought. Dual Zen Vader, Maz doesn't mind. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I had a question. So you said IG-90 was on defense when instead of 000. Did that IG-90 bring out the taunting tank? Basically, he converts that little helper droid that you bring out into a taunting tank, so to speak. But does he actually do that right out the gate, or do you have to still call it? And like, how did that
Oh yeah,
play
she
out?
still
Because
has
I
to
didn't see
summon
them
it.
on defense.
She still has to summon it.
So okay, so but after summoning it, it's instantly a tank, or does IG-90 have to take a turn first?
I believe it was a tank right off the rip. But I don't think the
Okay.
so I think it had taunt, but I don't remember it looking any different.
Okay. I was just curious because I didn't see them on defense. I just had them offense.
Yeah. So it caused me a lot of problems because I couldn't. So I threw CLS at it, right? I was like, Psh, we're gonna run down Afra and be good. You can't because she's stealth, right? So IG-90 stealths her, and then so I'm just sitting here shooting at a tank who doesn't mind, right? He can be resummoned anyways. So I was like, oh crap, I was stuck with that, and then I mean, like I said, I just threw a whole bunch of stuff at it and just failed all the way around. I ended up overkilling it with like Great Mothers or something stupid like that because I had the teams, I just was trying to undercut it and under budget it, but
Done that
so that
before.
wasn't. Sorry, what was that?
I said I just was saying, oh, I've done that before. Think,
Yeah.
oh, this should be an easy one. You take in some like lower level team to thinking it's gonna be an easy win, and then all of a sudden you're getting your ass beat. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the best.
I do think moving forward, Qui-Gon is still going to be a good counter for the Stranger because he's going to nuke everybody out. And then even when Maul comes back, even if Maul then beats you, solo Maul is nothing. Duels end Darth Vader under Emperor Palpatine. Maz eats that. No issues. Um, let's see. I saw Barris, right? Nothing. There was nothing special about that team at all. I think that might be one of those teams that people should put on offense against maybe there's plenty of Jedi teams out there, so maybe you bring that for offense and see if you can find something for them to beat. I don't think that they are going to be particularly fantastic meta wise. I saw people talking about Asajj with Cyana Django and Fennec. I saw no issues. I beat that team very easily. So I'm not sure what that was about, or if I got lucky, or if I just had a decent counter for it, or what. I really don't know. But that didn't impress me at all. I didn't see Chota. I didn't see Luke. I think those are the two that are going to be left on the bench most often. I think they are kind of like early game or like super late game. If you have Tarful, I think he fits there. So yeah, that's my experience. Again, I didn't get to use any of them, so I'm excited for 5v5 to actually get to use them in my roster now. We'll see how it goes.
So from
Trevor, do you mind if I hop in here quick? Because something that I experienced. Like I said, I watched a streamer, somebody in Kyber 1, and he faced the defense where his opponent had all of these teams on his front wall, and Stormtrooper Luke Omicron is insane, you guys, in 3v3. Like, he was like losing with GLs against it. It's that strong. It's like end game. So I just wanted to mention that. Like, even the streamer was saying they fought it the last round and they couldn't beat it. They were throwing like all kinds of stuff at it and nothing was working. But it is specifically a 3v3 Omicron that has to be with Princess Leia and Stormtrooper Han. And yeah, it's just nutty. It's insane.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was going to say is saw Arnold face that Stormtrooper Luke, and he tried something good against it, and mid game with it, and it killed Stormtrooper Luke, who looks really good in 3v3. So I might apply that one. It looks really good. He had to basically almost use like a GL level to take it out.
Yeah, I think the one I was watching ended up using a GL to beat it as well.
So that's good. For me, I saw Darth Vader on defense. I tested a couple things against it. It looks really strong. Palpatine, Mara, and Vader. It looks really strong. So probably my ranking would be I'm going to use Maul, Vader. Stormtrooper Luke will be for 3v3. IG, of course, will be for Afra and 5v5. just at that time, I didn't have any mods to put on all these new characters right before GAC signups. Now I have time. So basically, IG will go with Afra, and we'll see how Afra. Hopefully, Afra can go back up to where she was and take out Jabba's. That'd be a good for me. I just don't trust my night sisters. But those are the 4-1 Maul, Vader. I really haven't tested Bounty Hunter Asajj, so I can't really tell you. She's Relic 2. I couldn't really tell you what I'm going to use her with. It's hard to tell. But yeah, like they dropped them all right before Grand Arena lock in, and I'm just like, I don't have time to put all the Zetas and put all the mods on everybody. But yeah, Luke looks strong. I don't know where I'm going to use Barris yet. Like I said, it could be down like Rhodium's League or a Blow. We're using that. Yeah, and the Yoda one, I haven't decided. All Wookiees, I don't know. So, but other than that, yeah, Vader looks strong. Luke looks strong in 3v3. And I think most everybody's gonna use them all with Stranger. But yeah. Yeah, I only saw 2 of them, so but that Vader one was strong. I forget what I threw at it, but I think I used Lord Vader because it was anything else it was failing against. So I had to use Lord Vader against it. So it's
What
strong.
did you, Stan? You were saying you had no troubles with it. What team were you using on that?
Which one?
Vader, the Palp Vader thingy.
Oh, Maz. Yeah,
Oh,
Maz Kanata.
Maz.
Yeah. Because of the huge Sith overpower there. I mean, we were just Quiggle was team wiping them in like 2 turns. So, and I mean, he's not really known for his damage. So,
Nice to know. I used Great Mothers versus Palpatine, Mara, and Vader. Got killed. It only lasted 38 seconds. And then I used the new Bobacron with Boba. Lasted 40 seconds. So I thought both of those would be able to knock that out. So it is strong, and he had all the Omicron's Relic 8 on it. So it was a 7-star. But eventually I had to use Lord Vader. But yeah, that Maz would be a pretty easy trick to do there. But yeah.
Scodamain brings up a good point that I didn't even touch on. As great as all these era units have been, I was expecting the Stranger to be like this dynamic, meta shifting, and I mean, I don't regret my Relic 10. Right when I upgrade those big Relic levels, it's more of a statement piece for me. It's who they are more than what they do in the game. Right. I don't regret my Relic 10, but what a waste of a Relic 10. Let's be honest, right? He was not the meta shifting powerhouse that I expected him to be. One, he requires Star Killers, so a lot of people don't like to use because we've used that Seer Star Killer Malicos for so long. People are comfortable with it, right? So, some people were trying to do stuff like I saw on defense in the first 3 weeks. I saw Star Killer on defense with like with Cal or something like that, and it really shuts off most of his kit. And then you don't have Star Killers, so he's not going to get that speed bonus right off the rip, which is where which leads him to his instant kills and stuff like that. And I don't feel like, as far as hype, right? I was so hyped for him, and I just don't feel like he is. Now we'll see about 5v5 with Maul and the Focus Datacron. Might have a fantastic season, right? I have that Focus Datacron fully leveled up and ready to go. So he might have a fantastic season and might change my mind and be like the end all be all. But so far, kind of unimpressed, to be honest.
I'm glad you mentioned this because I'll be as you. I mean, you got him day one, I got him day one. I just felt like I lost a lot of my grand arenas because I was trying to make him work somewhere. And he does take Stranger, where I could have used Seer, Malicos, and Starkiller together. I feel like I was trying to make him work, and on defense, I could never get him to do anything. And on offense, he couldn't kill the big things. Yeah, I feel like he was overhyped. It might be different with New Mall. I have not tried it yet. But yeah, I feel like when I went to like the 0-3 week, the second week, I feel like I was trying to make him work. I just could never get him to do anything. And yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in him. So
Without Spider Legs Maul, he was susceptible to Tals and Night Sisters. He was susceptible to um, Darth Treya. Darth Treya was a wonderful counter against them. Full banners. It was beautiful. Um, who else beat him? Obviously, Omni Qui-Gon beat him, no problem. With Spider Legs Maul, I think Treya still bodies him. I think um, Qui-Gon obviously sets either wipes him out because you're able to get to Maul before he can retaliate, or sets up an easy two shot. So defensively, I just don't really see where he's at. Offensively, even when I was winning with him, um, there were plenty of times where I was losing more banners than I would have if I did Seer, Starkiller, Malicos. Now, it helps that I have an extra team, right? Seer, Starkiller, Malicos, or Seer, Malicos, and Cal. I put them on Pirate King Hondo duty, right? They were handling Pirate King Hondo for me.
easily.
And so I was able to use the Stranger team to handle things like Ahsoka or Rey with Ezra. But even when it was winning, it wasn't as clean. You know, maybe I was getting 54 banners instead of what I expected, or uh, somebody would straight up get got. You know, if you lose Stranger, Starkiller can sometimes carry the battle the way through, but it still doesn't feel great that this character that I put in the effort for, farmed, upgraded, and I thought he was going to be this huge thing. And I just don't feel like he was exactly what I thought he was going to be. And I don't feel like he was missold, right? I don't feel like they were like, hey, this is going to be, pay attention to this one. I don't feel like CG was like pointing arrow signs at him, like, oh, this is going to be the one. I think that was all speculation that we had. And I don't think he lived up to it.
I agree with that. I think I feel like I was just trying to make him work, and then like I failed my last Grand Arena against Lord Vader, and usually it was like a 57, and then they couldn't do anything. And yeah, I feel we'll see if Maul makes a difference for him, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, something me and Stan talked about in between the grand arenas here. I don't know if you've tried it or not. Stan was Inquisitor Barris potentially having a role there because she has unaligned force user healing. Like a lot of her kit is geared towards Inquisitorius, but her healing move heals unaligned force users, and I think there's something else unaligned force user in there as well. And then whenever uh, whenever she's getting crit, she has that same type of healing thing that Cal Kestis and Barris have. So there's kind of like I don't know, maybe some potential for survivability uh, increase.
I thought about that.
I have not gotten to use it. Like I said, I didn't get to have her for Grand Arena, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
And even in 3v3, I probably still would have stuck
Yeah.
with Seer, Malicos, and Cal. But in 5v5, now that I have her on my roster, it's definitely something that I'm probably going to. Because normally I'm looking for people to put in that last slot. I throw in Ninth Sister or something like that.
Mm.
And so maybe putting her in that Ninth Sister spot and increasing the survivability of everybody, not just adding a tank, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I could just picture like I don't know, like Cal Barris and Inquisitor Barris being on a team, and like as you're hitting them, they're just healing so much, and you're like, son of a. But I don't know if that
In
would actually
5v5,
be viable or not. But
in 5v5, I think OG Barris is still going to go with the Stranger because of the healing on crits. And is she on that focus Datacron? I leveled it
I'm
up,
not sure.
but I don't remember who's on it. It's ready to go, but I don't remember who's on it. So she might be
I
on
think
that.
she
focus.
has her own focus Datacron. Like I see her face on it.
The OG Barris one.
Oh no, the Inquisitor Barris, like the new set has a Inquisitor
Gotcha.
Barris
Yeah.
one.
Understood. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the OG Barris. I think she might be on that focus Datacron with Maul.
I'd have to look it up.
I could be wrong.
I'm looking at them right now, so yeah, she is. Revive from allies can't be prevented, and whenever an enemy is inflicted with Daze Shock or vulnerable, also recover 10% health and protection, and the weakest ally gains perfect defense for 2 turns.
Wow.
So it's pretty good.
So I do think that she's going to belong there. Obviously, I have like the OG Barris Kron from the supercharged set too. So I'm not sure where I'll find a use for that, but
Yeah,
we'll
but
try.
that's what I was referring to though, is Inquisitor Barris, and Cal being on Stranger Team,
Yeah.
because that kind of still fits your formula, but kind of like, and Spider Lake Mall, it fits your formula, but you lose Star Killer and whatever else. So it could be, I don't know, could be something maybe.
Well, the thing about
Something to try
this,
for sure.
well, I was thinking about this too. It was you could run Kyle with either way, Ray, or if you don't want to use Ray, you can run Kyle with Seer Malicos, and then Cal, and then you can run probably Crew there, and then, or you can do the Night Sisters. Basically, as long as because you'll have Maul really doesn't need to be with Stranger, so he can go back to Malicos. So Seer, Malicos, Maul, Kyle. If you don't want to do Kyle, you can do Crew, and that fifth spot could be any of the Night Sisters. I mean Inquisitors. So there's some more plug and play on the 5v5 part. I was thinking about that too.
But yeah, I just when you add up the numbers from like, because Barris, Inquisitor Barris, and Cal kind of have that same thing going on, that as you're like critting them and hitting them, they're just healing, and so you add all those numbers together, it potentially, you know, could be very annoying to deal with. Unless you have a team that's not critting, that is a solution, I suppose.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of, just because they're Inquisitors, they can fit in that inline force user slot. So there's gonna be a lot you can play around with. In my eyes, I think there is going to be.
Yeah, or what if there's like a version of Inquisitors without Riva? Like if you pull Riva out, put Barris and Maroc in there, somehow it's like good enough that Riva could go in the, you know, one of the online force user teams. That would be pretty nuts.
It'd be a powerful team if you get Riva in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Solomon says that the new or old Republic Conquest has more hype, at least for my guild.
Hey, I'm bouncing out for class.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone in
Posted my squad in the chat though, so you guys can see it.
oh, nice.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Enigma.
I'll finish it later on the
Okay.
replay.
Okay, man. Have a
Sounds
good
good.
one.
See it.
All right, so let me fix Swamp. You guys can keep on chatting here.
Mhm. Now that he's gone, we could talk all sorts of mess about him. No, but seriously, I'm actually even really hyped, and I don't even like Jedi, but anytime you're talking Old Republic Jedi, I'm like, ooh, okay. Um, so I think that she's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't read her kit, right? I don't have to. I just know that she's something that I want on my roster. So I'm pretty excited for her to come to the game, and I hope that it leads to, because I was hoping for more SWGOH content back when we got Malgus.
Mhm.
Oh, geez, like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because they said that was the theme for the year, is like the 10th anniversary of the Old Republic, and then all it ended up being was Malgus, Fiddy RT, and I believe there was like a background map or something from SWTOR, and it's like, okay, cool. Or a ship? Was there a ship? Oh yeah, Leviathan.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
that was
that
pretty
year?
cool.
I don't know. I can't even remember if that was that year. But if it was, it is Old Republic kind of
I don't think so. I feel like there
realm.
was some time between Malgus and the Fury class interceptor.
Yeah, might have been. Might have been. Because that was like Conquest, right?
Yeah, they were
Or
both
he
Conquest.
was. Or yeah, both
He
were.
was
Yeah.
Conquest, and I remember Cubs, Coach Van Han got the introduction for him. Like they did an
Mm,
interview,
yeah.
and then like 2 or 3 conquests after that, we got the Fury class interceptor, which led to the Leviathan. I mean, that could have
Mm,
been in the same year. I don't know.
yeah, it's kind of a blur now, but
Yeah.
either way, I remember being disappointed because I was like, "Ooh, a whole era of this," and then I speculated that because Malgus's kit mentions summoned Sith characters, which we don't
Yep.
have any in the game, and I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna get something really cool here, like some kind of Sith that's bringing out, minions or something to that effect," and then it never happened. So
And it would have made
yeah,
perfect sense with Malgus too if that was in his. Oh man.
yeah. So
Yeah, I remember.
maybe one day.
I'm still hoping for my Star Wars wife, Jason Wilson.
Who?
Jason Wilson. She's from Star Wars: The Old Republic. If you play as a Sith warrior, you can marry her after converting her to the dark side.
I see.
And she's voiced by one of those original Crushes. Like, so I obviously am probably going to age myself here, but Rachel Lee Cook. She was the main baddie from She's All That. Like they took a
Oh,
nerdy
okay.
girl who was like
Yeah.
semi not pretty or whatever, and then made her pretty for prom or whatever. It was one
Hmm.
of those movies with Freddie Prinze Jr., who was also
Yeah.
who's Kanan. Um, and so it's like a little Star Wars reunion there. But yeah, they. I loved that movie when I was a kid. I don't know if that makes me weird or not, but she was so gorgeous, dude. And then I didn't realize it was her voice until like 2 years into like probably after I stopped playing. I played that game for like 10 years, and then like after I stopped playing, it was like, oh no way, that's awesome.
Yeah, I liked that movie when I was young, like when it came out or whatever.
Yeah, see, okay, okay.
I wouldn't say it was like my favorite or anything, but yeah, it was
No,
good.
no.
It was like a lot of movies from that era
Yeah, yeah, and I think it was like one of the first ones of that because like we've
of
seen that
that kind.
exact
Yeah,
same script.
yeah, same formula.
Take the nerdy girl who's not very pretty and then make her pretty, but then
Yeah,
like like that one you start off with a gorgeous girl, just put her in glasses and then call her nerdy, right? And then
yeah,
and
yeah,
then then take the glasses off and she's still the same, like
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And then there's like guy versions as well, and yeah, just all
Yeah.
kinds of different versions of the same stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I did play. My main character is a Sith warrior, Sith warrior marauder. Or is that different? Marauder is different from warrior, or they can
But
coincide.
no,
I can't
Marauder
remember.
is a subset of the war. Or again,
Warrior.
it's been like 2 years since I've played. Maybe
Yeah,
a little bit longer.
yeah. I think it
Uh,
is warrior marauder for me. But yeah, I'm very noob at the game. I don't know all these ins and outs of cool stuff you can do like that. But yeah, that's neat.
Yeah,
Very
she's
nice.
awesome.
All right, let's try to fix the
I
camera.
married her on the Fury Class Interceptor that they gave us. That
Yeah,
game.
nice. Sweet.
Oh.
When Malgus came to the game, I was like, oh, I went to Jedi with this guy for years, you know? So excited.
Deadly. Yeah, one thing I thought was kind of weird about that too is they made him kind of like this like brute strength chopping guy where he's actually the highest skill Sith lightsaber combat user like in history. Like that's what he's known as, is like the best swordsman. And then they brought him in with like one chopping move. That was it.
All
Kind of
because of that one cutscene, I think.
yeah, where
They
he
had a
jumps
cutscene
across.
where he smashes a rock or something. I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Because yeah, really, he should have been doing like, I don't know. I guess we're kind of limited with this style of game too, but usually, you can add some fencing flair in there on these attacks. Doesn't have to
I
be
mean,
a battle axe chop.
I hate to do this to my boy because, I mean, you guys know I love Anakin, but Lord Vader's moves aren't. I think calling them moves is a misnomer. I think because he doesn't, right? He's just like, hey, right, and
Yeah.
that's his ult. I feel like his movements in general are not flashy or anything like that.
Yeah,
And
he's very
realistically,
stationary.
Anakin, yeah. But
Yeah, at least with Jabba, you understand. This guy is not very mobile.
yeah. He's doing exactly what he does.
Yeah.
Get him, throw those bombs.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is, so you guys chose bounty hunters this week, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got swamps on the screen. Let me see what it looks
I'm
like.
gonna break it down there.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, it
swamp.
is a little bit small for the stats, but that's okay. I'll just kind of.
Let me see if I can make it bigger. Hold on.
All right, so basically, guys, the reason we wanted to go over bounty hunters is this is a part of the stream here where we go over mods for a given team for each episode, and this month we're doing bounty hunters because it's kind of one of those teams that like early game it's important to get them because you get these extra resources from assault battles and stuff like that, and they are kind of useful all around. It gives you Chewbacca as far as requirements goes, and yeah, just generally useful in all sorts of game modes outside of that, Grand Arena, Territory Wars, stuff like that. Anyways, we're going to talk about the modding today. Bosk on my team, this is the team I've chosen to talk about today is Bosk, Fennec Shand, Grief, Karga, OG Mando, Mandalorian, and Zam. Generally, I do not use Zam there. To be honest, I use like Django or Boba because those two are kind of free agents for me. But Zam does have great. She has an Omicron that helps bounty hunters out a lot in Grand Arena, and also she is a requirement for Lord Vader, so people should potentially be building that anyways. But yeah, so for Bosk, I have him the fastest. He's at 312, and the main reason for that is once upon a time we used to be able to use these bounty hunters to kill Darth Revan, and the idea was you just had to just get in front of him before he takes his turn, and then you could get it done. but you know, kind of stuck that him being fast kind of makes sense because on his first turn he can get frenzy. So then your second turn you're getting using a special, giving him a bonus turn, and you're kind of popping off really quick, getting potentially getting that contract pretty reasonably good unless you're stuck on a taunt. But for him, yeah, just some survivability. Have him around 80k, 80, 90k for health and protection. And yeah, he's the fastest. Second fastest I have is Grief, I believe. Maybe Zam. Yeah, Grief. Really, when Zam's there, she's going to be the fastest because her Omicron gives her additional stats compared to the rest of them. But yeah, Grief's second fastest at 301. Kind of for him, speed is his most important thing, really, other than maybe a bit of tenacity or potency and make sure things are happening. And Zam, I have her modded for. Honestly, she's not modded very well. Just, you know, some stuff that I have that has some potency and speed was kind of the main thing I was going for there. Maybe some health, I believe. And mostly just because her Omicron does spread her speed to the team. Like she gathers speed a certain amount for each bounty hunter ally, and then spreads it out to the team, and then also her health and stuff like that. And Fennec Shan, biggest reason I like her in this team is to get that contract really early. You can, on Mando's first turn, you can call her to assist. She hits 5 times on her basics, so you got half of the contract immediately as long as you're able to target the weakest, which if Mando still has the bounty hunter's resolve, he should be able to target whoever he so pleases, unless they're stealthed, I suppose. But and then next fastest I think is Mando, and yeah, he's the guy who does your insta kill, so you kind of want him fast. And another thing with him, I noticed Stan has a lot more crit chance than me, which is great, but you do want to get some crit chance on him. Biggest thing is whenever he crits, as long as you have the Zeta on one of his abilities, I believe it's his unique discipline bounty hunter, you get turn meter for all bounty hunter allies every time crits, or for him every time a bounty hunter ally crits. So that's you know, crits are good. And I think that's about all I wanted to say about that there. I do like Zam for other purposes as well, like Boba Fett lead. You know, there's great thermal detonator synergy that comes with that leadership, so she can be really great there if you're looking for an extra team. But yeah, that's about all I got to say about that mod highlight, guys. Take it from there.
Sounds good. Good job. All right, let me pull the stands up here. Here we go. Whenever you're ready.
All right. So this is how I have them modded for the focus datacron. I was going to say, I do have a boss lead that we pulled, but it's more of a do as I say, not as I do situation. Typically, I would like my Grief 1 speed behind my boss as well. But because this season I'm going to have them here, I'm not as concerned. I just threw as much speed on him as I could get. Bosk, I have all protection primaries, speed, and so that's what we're rocking with that. And then Zam, she stat shares, right? Offense, some speed. I don't remember what else she stat shares, but she stat shares. So
I think health,
go ahead.
Speed, health, offense. I think that's what it is. But
speed, health, offense. That makes a lot of sense. So really just putting as much of that on her as I can so that when she shares it, it's going to improve everybody else. That focus crone is pretty strong. Obviously, don't put it on defense, but otherwise, it is quite strong. And so that's really all I have to say about that. It's just put as much damage out there as we can. One thing I do want to say about, because we talked about this quite a bit today, and there are so many memories of bounty hunters punching up and doing things feeding gas, right? If you could use it, or a single lead gas. Bounty hunters have, because all of them have leads, all of them have their own contracts. There's so much versatility that you can find all sorts of viability in the faction, and so it really depends on how you plan on using them. If I'm using Bosk lead or Django lead is also a really great early game lead because of that bonus speed. You don't have to worry as much about your modding. And those two leads will definitely help you get to your Chewies easy. I think Grief and Mando are almost required to make that Chewie mission so easy. I mean, you can do it blindfolded with two.
Yeah, it makes it dramatically easier. I beat it accidentally on my alt account with those two. So
yeah, and now we have not only are bounty hunters, especially these ones, really easy early game farms, but we have all those tokens to help with the bounty hunter farming as well. So lots of versatility and viability in the bounty hunter faction in general. So yeah.
Sorry, I just want to correct myself. It's not just offense, max health, max or speed. It's also max protection. So I forgot that's also in there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Really, I'm just going for a lot of damage because getting Boba to be able to use his missile on the main person. So like his missile will also prevent revives. So I've used this team, even without the focus datacron, I've used Boba lead against Talzin Night Sisters. He, Talzin typically goes first in that situation. She hits everybody, then he blasts her with the missile. She can't come back. Contract is triggered. We start one-shotting everybody out. And so, like I said, lots of different ways to counter things with bounty hunters. So.
Very nice. Just trying to fix everybody's pictures here. All right.
Yeah, even for a time there, Lord Vader, guys. So if you do see somebody with an old school Lord Vader, like Lord Vader with whatever Royal Guard and Nine Sister and junk like that, and there's no Maul, no Dark Side clones, you can potentially kill it with Bounty Hunter Squad. Generally does require Beskar Armor Mandalorian though to give you a little bit of extra survivability, but it's a pretty neat counter.
Yeah. And that's under Fennec lead. Fennec lead with Brief Karga.
Because you have to cleanse the debuffs to get your contract.
Yeah, definitely. And it's great for a cleanup too. A lot of people can still use that for a cleanup, even if you get through the clones and you leave a Lord and Lord Vader.
Those were the days.
Good point. Good point.
All right.
So many memories of the Bounty Hunter Squad doing their thing, man.
I know. Miss those days. All right, let's go over the madness, basically bug section. So I just got this off the website. So they said they corrected Fox Clone Troopers number in the Order 66 raid. Was it off? Okay, didn't notice that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Number.
Yeah.
Oh, like above his head, like in his title.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Okay.
More of a cosmic than anything. Fix the issue with KX Security Droid Unique 1 where Foresight and Blind are applied without the unit having the correct amount of overcharge stacks.
Good thing they fixed something we don't have yet. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, we don't even know it's broken yet.
Yeah. They could be making that up for all we know.
Yeah. Making it look good on the paper.
Guys, we've been working hard. We fixed 1,000 glitches today. You should have seen it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Fix the issue where IG88 a fix for the datacron set 26 would cause an infinite loop and under certain, like, we don't know that either. So nobody's, we okay.
Well, his
Imagine it's something to do with target lock and Afra or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
Have to test that out. Okay. Pardon our distraction, but we found and fixed an issue where distracted enemies wouldn't able to gain
Oh.
buffs.
That actually, that's kind of interesting because I believe that's what that Stormtrooper Luke Omicron does, is gives them distraction. So I wonder if that's part of why that team was so extra strong.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of these are, you ain't seen anything. I added a buff, disruption, and distracted to the list of immunities and bosses are immune to. Updated their respected description at the state to state as so. Okay.
Okay. I think that's they kind of telegraphed it there. That's future proofing, right? That's them saying, because nobody that we have, right? So distracted is also on Chota, right? So so those are debuffs that we can throw, but now they don't want us to throw it on raid bosses
And
for the
GLs
potential
probably, right?
for future raids.
Yeah. Okay. And then they fixed the issue where new Darth Vader duels end using the incorrect icon for demoralized.
Demoralized.
Oh, I did notice that. I thought that was on purpose.
Oh yeah. What was the icon? Was it like same as something else we have, or like a new icon?
It might have been the same as something else that I don't remember or don't recognize. It could have been what's the debuff that Fennec gives her own people?
Shoot, actually I can't think of what that's called. Oh, overconfident.
Overconfident. It might have looked like that. Now
Okay.
I'd have to go back and watch my own stuff to look and see. But I do recall seeing the symbol, and it didn't look like the normal demoralized. And I thought that was on purpose because we have a couple of different sources of demoralized. But
Okay. Like, seems like a lot of cosmic, like, touch ups, like removing icons.
Yeah, cosmetic. Yeah.
Yeah, cosmetic, moving icons, make sure they're updated. Nothing that I'm really seeing big here because we don't have access to the droid yet.
One thing that was on that other update, the one that had the era, is they fixed infinite loop from the last Conquest, where Great Mothers with the Weather the Storm data disk was apparently causing an infinite TM loop. So that's another thing they fixed. But that was that's good they fixed that, because that one apparently was causing people to not be able to finish the battle. You just kind of stuck. So.
Oh man.
All right. Well, so we got 30 minutes still. So this is not in the notes, but you guys still have time, right? 30 minutes still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys mind, people that are watching? Let me fix the frames and everything. We do roster reviews. They'll post and then we'll just go over their roster.
Oh yeah. If somebody wants to hear what we all think.
Okay.
I'll talk crap about somebody's roster. Absolutely.
I'm down for it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me fix it here.
I'm not actually going to roast anybody's roster. I don't.
Yeah, people have asked me to do roast before, and I'm not a roast master. Like, I have my, my own brand of comedy, but roasting people is not really in my nature. I'm too Canadian. Too nice.
I'll do it for people I know, but people I don't know, nah. All right, guys, you drop your outlet codes. I'll pull it up on the screen, and we'll go from there. So, If you guys could just pin that in that thing while I'm working on this. Let's pull the game up in here.
In the YouTube and stuff, is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah, just drop it and pin it. You should have access to it. All right. Got the game. We'll get the game loaded. Here we go. All right. So everyone's roster view, just drop your ally code and we'll get started here. Ally code, the chat review from the host. Okay, here we go.
If you guys do want your roster reviewed, you always got to put, so on YouTube, you got to put the X's in between every group of 3 numbers. So like 1, 2, 3 X,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5 X. Yeah.
So that's what we'll do. All right. If anybody wants a review, if not, we'll find something to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one thing
go ahead.
one thing about bounty hunters too, guys, is because of the Forlom and Zuckus coming to the game, there's a big shakeup in like what teams I'm potentially going to be using once I get those guys online. So it's kind of an interesting time for the bounty hunters too. And the more of them you have, the more chances you'll be able to get multiple usable teams out of it. So, oh yeah, and Ventress also is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great. I feel like the Inquisitors were supposed to be as versatile as the bounty hunters, right? That's why they gave them all different leaderships and things like that. But I don't think they were quite as well thought out. And they could have been, right? And I still think that there's some potential there for the Inquisitors to hunt down different Jedi teams or different teams in general. But like before Grand Inquisitor, I was using either Seventh Sister or Fifth Brother to beat things like Gas, to beat things like Ami Qui-Gon, stuff like that.
Yeah, I seem to recall, like back then, like before Grand Inquisitor came out, there was like people that had strategies against JML and JMK as well, which was something very impressive. But it kind of, certain leads from that faction are kind of geared towards that, really, because it's all kind of anti-Jedi stuff. But yeah, I definitely have faced a lot of people who have all the Omicrons, and I laugh so hard every time because, well, if it's a situation like Enigma where they have every Omicron, it's whatever. But if if you're not that case, you definitely don't want those leadership Omicrons, guys.
Yeah. I do have the one from Grand Inquisitor because obviously I was pretty early with Grand Inquisitor, so I had him long before I had Reva. Especially in the guild that I was in. The guild that I was in, we were getting 1 Reva shard every time we ran rote. Me, and so it was a long haul. And then when we moved, so like when my girlfriend started playing, I moved from kind of like a high end guild to wherever would take the 2 of us. And so that's why I was the only one bringing in a shard and things like that. And we bounced from guild to guild looking for good fits for a long time. And so, It is nice to have Riva, but I definitely have that Grand Inquisitor Leader Omicron still.
Yeah, I had thought of that because you know, I remember I have played against in TW. I believe it's a TW one, right? For him? Or no, it's TB, right? Or no,
That's Territory Wars.
Oh, it's
yeah,
CW.
TW. But yeah, I remember at some point we like faced a wall that was all like Grand Inquisitor lead, and some of them had Riva and some of them didn't. But this was like before my guild was really equipped to handle that, so I kind of was under the impression that in TW, his lead was better than Riva because hers are Grand Arena Omicrons and stuff like that. But then once we got Riva, everybody was like, no, Riva's still better. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have the insta kill one for Grand Inquisitor, but not the leadership.
Gotcha, yeah. I have at least got 3, right? 3 Omicrons. I have
Yeah,
them all.
he has 3. Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and that's why my
Yeah,
Night Sister is Relic 8, because that's what I used. She was the tank for the team for the longest time.
Yeah, I think it was either him or Starkiller that kind of set that precedent that all the new like legendaries were gonna have 3 Omicrons and not be farmable when the event launches. All this fun stuff.
Star Killer is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unique, the bubble. Oh yeah. The one with the trash can throw, boundless force throw. Right?
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yep.
I think so. I think you're right.
Mhm.
Oops. I was trying to look it up and
I feel like I
accidentally
don't have
typed
that.
in Tar Killer. That's the Swampgrass special there. Huffing all that tar.
Okay.
I only have 2 on him.
Yeah, I think I only have 1 or 2. I might have 3 on my alt account. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have 2 on my alt account and I don't have them on my main. I have the requirements like G13 and I was about to bring them up, and yeah, these raids really kind of put a lot of stuff on the shelf
right.
for me. But I have like, essentially a lot of ducks in a row. So once I do get to it, I'm going to be like banging out journey guide characters. So that'll be sweet.
Yeah, this is my 4th time getting the. So in January, like I said earlier, I unlocked Pyro King Hondo, and I was able to take him straight to Relic 9, and so I've been hitting the max score, the high crate, like I want to say it's like 12,200 something like that for the max crate, and I've been hitting like 13.4 something like that now, because Pyro King Hondo does the top tier, and then I still have my Maz for the 3rd from the top. So I've got 3 teams that do 3.6, one that does 1.8, and then one that does. I use Jedi Vanguard for like 1.2. So
All right.
actually getting the max amount of personal rewards, maxing out that personal reward track is pretty dope.
Nice.
All right. So it looks like there we go. Finally got somebody. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and I checked it. It is the barrel for that 3rd Omicron.
Okay, so we're going to look at Blooming Villain. This is Solomon. They are 11.1. See what league they're in. Looks like Fiber 4. Okay. I know the screen's a little small for you guys. I know you like. I don't like Jabba with potency. I like Jabba with tenacity. Okay. Okay. So they're in Kuiper 4. Let's see how many GLs they have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GLs, Kuiper 4, 11.1. Okay. I always like to look at ships. You guys can just interrupt me when you're ready. They got 3 GL ships. Looks like X is not all the way done yet. Looks like 6 stars. Okay. What are you farming right now?
This is honestly really similar to my main account in a few different ways. Maybe not the ships. The ships look a little different, but the characters look semi-similar.
Yeah. Can you guys see the screen all right? Would you like me to share it in Discord too?
I can see it pretty good on the YouTube one. On the Twitch one, for whatever reason, it looks blurry to me, but the YouTube one, I can see it decently.
All right.
Building Jedi Master Mace Windu and Seer for the guild, he says.
That's a good choice.
All right, let me put that back. Okay, you guys can see it on YouTube. Okay. All right. Gentlemen, mace waste. All right. Anyways. All right. So my biggest thing is going to be like X. Make sure you finish X. That's a crystal thing right there right now. Just make sure you have the bounty hunter ships. You do. That's all. Right here is what I'm punishing one. Make sure you have that. You look good there.
He says that exec kind of sucks right now. 100% not true. It's first of all, should be mandatory for every guild in Roti, because it's, you know, every tier has a executor specific battle that he absolutely beats with ease, and many counters still work. Profundity is the only one that doesn't. Leviathan's the easy one shot for executor. Yeah, it's very valuable for sure. Another thing I would like to point out is those, we see that you have low stars on the, I like to call it the battle baby, the BTLY B-Wing, for your Galactic Republic fleet and the Rex RC and stuff. You definitely want to get those built up. It's like also one of the best fleets in the game. Is Negotiator with Marauder, can kill Leviathan, can kill Profundity, can kill Executor, etc. So yeah.
Plus you can use Mace as the lead as well for endurance, and still use. So there's different. He only has a Negotiator there, but 6 stars. Okay. This is what wins Grand Arena, people. Ships. Everybody hates them. Trust me, I know. When they come out with a new one, everybody's gonna be chasing it. Trust me. Everybody and their mother. Will be chasing that new capital ship. But yeah, this is ships win you Grand Arenas. I feel like 11.1 you should be higher in Kuiper 4. It just has to come down to counters. Swap, what GP are you at now?
11.3 or 7 or something like that.
Are you still in Rhodium or are you in Kuiper now?
I'm still in a Rhodium, just kind of straddling that line to hopefully get it back in there soon.
Gotcha. The biggest thing for me, for you, not for Swamp, but the viewer is make sure you know your off meta counters. That's what helps me. I have a small account in Kuiper 1. This thing stands a little bit bigger than me, but we're still small compared to everybody else. So that's what helps me a lot. If you can take out a GL with a non-meta, like non-GL, that's what I mean by non-meta, non-GL counter, it saves you in the long run. So just look at that. I'll go down to his gear 12 so you guys can see it. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention one of the biggest things holding me back from getting back into Kyber is I really need to get Leviathan and Profundity online myself. Like I was saying, Executor has good value, but that's my only meta fleet. So it's kind of like that, Marauder, Home One are kind of the ones that do stuff.
Yeah,
So definitely got to ship harder.
that's the biggest thing with ships. It sucks. You're putting out much crystal income. Trust me, I know. But once you got them, you're done. I mean, that's what Windgreener is. That Solomon said 3v3 with the new Crons was hard, but the 5v5, that's the most people do better in 5v5 than do 3v3. I like 3v3, so, but most people do better at 5v5. That's
I
just
always say there's two types of people: those who hate 3v3 and those who are lying. No, I'm just joking.
So here's his gear
A better
12.
record of 3v3.
Yeah, I feel like more efficient players do better in 3v3. Because in 5v5, 3v3 stretches your roster. In 5v5, you basically come up with super teams because you need less teams to play on the board, less teams for offense, and then GAC was built for 5v5, and then they switched it, there's a 3v3. But yeah, it's built for 5v5, and like counters that worked in 5v5 don't work in 3v3. That's what most people get frustrated about. Things that ain't supposed to work in 3v3 do. And that's what most people get upset about. So like Ray's good in 5v5, but she's God in 3v3. Like there's just like she just works so much better.
Yeah, there's certain characters that just get like such a huge boost in 3v3. Even if you look at like OG like Darth Revan, Basilisk on Fallen with Malik, it's something that to this day you can put on defense and it's much stronger than you would think it is.
Yeah.
So, certain things.
Like Bosk in 3v3 does really well because he just ramps up. Crew ramps up. Crew's already a good tank as is, but it's really hard to beat him in 3v3. Like what I mean, it's hard to beat. I mean, like you leave him alone, you go take out other things, and you come back, you have scraps left, and then it's hard to beat him because he just keeps healing up. So things like that. Your gear 12 for me doesn't look too bad. It's pretty efficient. You can really tell somebody's roster by their gear 12s. If they have a lot of gear 12s, those are like all over the place. But yours is not too bad. One biggest thing I would say, get Starkiller up and running.
Yeah, for sure.
Starkiller, and then I see you got the new mall over there. But I'm not gonna say the new mall unless you have Stranger. Hold on, let me see if I can find him. I don't see Stranger on here. So you might not have Stranger yet. So Maul is not a big thing for me. Stranger would be. And you already got a 6-star new Vader. So that's nice. Good job there. Yeah, but definitely Starkiller for me. Let me go look at you, Ufus. If you guys want to look at something, let me know. Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, I think Ufus is what he's working on, right? Seer says Starkiller next week. So that's good.
Yeah, I was looking to start.
Oh, and he has Malicos too. That would be definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. You got Maul sitting down here waiting on you. I'd be putting some. You got 3 good characters at the bottom of this list right here. I feel like your account's a Kyber 3 account. Just what I'm seeing.
I didn't even realize Zuckus is a
I think
Unaligned Force user. That's pretty cool.
the main thing holding him back from performing better in PvP is that modding. He's got a very small mod pool of 300 and something 6-dot mods. Let me go ahead and double check that again.
Yeah, I didn't check the mod score. I'm guessing you ran it.
Yeah, 343 6-dot mods. Only 57 of them are above 20 speed. A perfect example of wasted material is this Darth Revan on the cross. He's got 6-dot gold and it's 11 speed. It's got 5 stacks of plain bonus health, not even the health percentage. So that's a mod that I probably wouldn't have taken as high, right? Just because it doesn't have the speed. It's got the offense, which is great, and I like the way you have your Darth Revan mod. It looks like you have a ton of crit chance mods too,
Yep.
which is fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of characters that have a need for crit chance, um, you know, most of them have good crit chance already, especially in a world of relics. So you probably don't need to farm as many of those crit chance mods moving forward here. But yeah, a lot of it, there's a lot of wasted motion here. So like, you're taking mods to 6-dot. For example, another, if you look at Balin, right? Balin's cross is 6-dot green, 5 speed. So it's already rolled the bonus one. You started with a 4, right? And you could be searching for something like tenacity or crit chance on it, but realistically, it's a speed set. A speed set without speed on it is just fluff. It's just wasting space. 9 speed on that circle on Balin. These are mods that are hot. We don't have that square. That square is heartbreaking, right? It's a 4 for 16, right? Your maximum there is 21. Is that worth the materials? I don't know. You
Yeah,
do
it's one
have
of those things where some of those, like, once you hit that point where you're not going to, you realize your potential is not that high. It's okay to keep it, but just maybe stop throwing resources at it, right?
Yeah, I agree. And you do have Leia, you do have Java, so it's not like you're starved for the materials, but they're still rare. And you could be taking those materials, like that cross that's on Darth Revan there. You could take those materials and put them on something that potentially gives you a 26, 27, 28 speed. Put that on Darth Revan, and now you've got an extra 18 speed. Really, I run offense health on my Darth Revan, and he's at 330 speed. I think that's a fair speed, right? We used to like him really fast. I don't think he needs it in the world of either Zalbar Omicron or with Malgus lead. So I don't
Yeah,
think he needs to
when
be
he was the
blazing
leader
fast.
was kind of when he needed it more.
Yeah, especially in those mirror matches. Yeah, you needed the speed. I agree, but in this situation, I don't think that he needs as much speed. So I like the offense idea. I don't know if he needs additional crit chance, but um, that's just one example, and I'm sure I can find more if I looked at 2 characters here, Balin and Darth Revan, and I found 4 mods that you've upgraded beyond where you probably should have. I can keep on scrolling here. Let's take a look at Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon's a little bit slower than I would have expected. A lot of people like a really fast Moff Gideon, 281. And I think this also plays to the fact that you don't have a huge mod pool. Maybe you're a light speed account, which is totally fine. And so you're playing catch up on mods. 281. So you just don't have the mod pool. But a lot of these aren't wasted, right? You can take them to, oh man, that's rough. Like this, I hope that you aren't spending any more materials on any of these, right? You've got a gold 5-dot that has 5 speed on the triangle, 5 speed on the cross, 8 speed on the square. I mean, maybe, like I said, you might be behind on mods. You might be a light speed bundle account, so you might be your GP probably exploded on you, which is totally fine. And so you're probably just picking up whatever you can. But even still, I wouldn't just upgrade mods just to upgrade them just because they kind of fit what you're looking for. Save those rare materials, especially once you hit that 5 dot to 6 dot is expensive. Like I keep on
Yeah.
running out of those materials myself. So
Yeah,
that would be
even
my suggestion.
like going from blue to gold on the early ones, those ones are like you use so much of those materials, so to be just throwing that at anything, it just makes it that much harder to get the good mods that you're after.
All right, so a couple things I like to add is, so I pulled up Ray here. Speed set Ray is real easy to get through, because look, she has no health, she ain't got no damage, she's just fast. So try, if you don't, look on SWGOH. If not, look at my characters. I like all health set on Ray with the offensive set and the health set because she's tanky, but yeah, all she is fast here. Like a normal Star Killer team would, like without Malicos, would beat this, just because that's easy health to get through, and the damage is no damage. So that's one tip I would do. Jabba, yeah, I looked at Jabba. You heard me.
Sorry, I was not looking at the chat. I wasn't trying to call you out or anything. I'm genuinely trying to be helpful. You're wasting materials on those mods, and that's all I was saying. I don't know if you're a Lightspeed bundle account. Not that there's anything wrong with it either way, but I know that a lot of Lightspeed bundle accounts are playing catch up with mods. So I apologize if I offended you. That was not the intent. The intent is to let you know that there's room for improvement on your mods. That's all.
Yeah, he was just speculating that could be a reason that you upgraded those mods, is that you don't have the depth. So.
No, it's still a good account. Yeah, you still have a good account. Mods is a tough subject to talk about because people get so
it is kind of the
sore.
The thing that separates one account's strength compared to another, though, so it is kind of a important topic.
Yeah, some people, like, when I do reviews, I'll look at the mods, but if they get frustrated, I'm like, But that's the thing. Everybody has the same relics, same character. Mods is what breaks you from going first compared to them going first. Or you attacking harder, them attacking harder. So, well, the biggest thing was that Ray for me. Just remod the Ray. I think it'll help a lot. Just take off your offensive mods that you need health stats for, and make her all health primaries. You already have them on there. And then, yeah, that's what I would do.
But you run all health primaries?
I changed it up. It doesn't mean a lot of big help. I'll show you.
Really? Okay.
I switched it up for 3v3.
One thing I know is whenever I fight a slow Ray, it seems like slow in comparison. It is much harder than a fast Ray.
It is. That's why I switched it up. Exactly why. All right, mine's R10. I understand that. But, yeah, if you see on the screen, health, 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 no speed set at all. On the arrow either. It's all health.
Yeah, I think I got speed set on mine, but yeah, that does make sense.
244, and she's still hitting at 12. So I did have her at 12.7, 13k, but where I changed those primaries, it dropped down a little bit.
Oh, apparently I have offense and health myself.
I did have one offense, all three other health, but I've noticed people struggle against her because of the all health.
Yeah, I always say she's the defense MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, just a couple of mod changes here. Jabba needs some tenacity. I'm a big opponent of Jabba having tenacity. Let me check this out real quick. And change this one to a health percentage. So he really doesn't need a lot of protection. It's health he needs a lot of. Protection is nice, but he generates his health too. So I don't think he can regenerate his protection. Pretty sure. Other than that,
Ray can.
yeah, but I don't think Kylo can. So I usually run a health in the circle. Other than that, that looks fine. No issues there.
Yeah, I just looked at my Jabba. I have 0 tenacity added. Maybe I should get on board with this.
I'm trying to get some relics up on Rey and Drogon. That's very good. Smart move there. Smart move. Yeah. So basically, you want much speed. You can probably, here's what you need to do. Take those Rey mods, like that circle on Rey, bring it over to him. And this will crack him up. Okay? That's what you can do right there. And then everything else looks fine to me. Crit damage, offense, beautiful. Just the biggest thing for him on the secondaries, you want offensive percentages and you want speed. Health, speed, damage. That's all you want for him. He looks
mostly damage and health, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you can get him in the 580s,
like, speed is good, but you don't need him like crazy fast. Yeah,
I'd say the minimum would be 580.
I'm the opposite in that camp. Mine's 598, and I would love him to be faster. The more turns he takes, the faster he ramps, and so I love having a fast Kylo, and it will help you. So if some people, if you're not using Seer to counter or Great Mothers to counter Pirate King Hondo, you can use Supreme the Kylo Ren, and if your Supreme the Kylo Ren goes first, you don't have to worry about him jacking your cooldowns right off the rip.
Yeah, mine's at 592, I believe. So I think good minimum would be 580 if you're not pushing, the lever here. Let me look at this trash guy. I don't like JML. So protection.
Caveat. That was that's now, right? So like back in the day, before Rey, I used to run a really fast Hux and really fast First Order Officer, and I did offense and health for my sets on my Supreme Kylo Ren, and I was just pushing like 15k damage, and so like I don't think there's a really wrong way to mod him. The guy's a beast, right? He's just one of the best, in my opinion. He's the best GM. He's the only one I trust 100% of the time. But yeah, I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. Just figure out what works for you, and everybody plays differently too, right? Everybody makes different decisions in battle. So
I agree with that. Other thing, I like most people run like this. That's fine, but throw a little potency. Leave the protection primaries, but throw a little potency in there with him. So when he does his efflux, get that ability block. Those come in handy. Like right now, he's at 62% potency. Just like 62, yeah. Just throw a little potency. You take the health set away. If you don't have the potency mods, I understand. But yeah, that would help out him a lot. Other than that, just some modding tweaks. This looks beautiful. I love it. Yeah. Good health pool. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. You say he's working on Drogon. Let me look at Drogon real quick. Where's he at? Right here. Okay. Crit damage. All right, take that. You need an offensive primary here. I keep clicking on the cross. That's the cross, yeah. You need an offensive primary here. Yeah, let me show you what I got. Oh, shoot. Wrong account. 1 sec. Show you what I got.
yeah, I like for Drogon, I like offense on the arrow as well. So I do offense, crit damage, offense.
Yeah,
primaries.
because I saw where is mine? I don't see him on the front page. There he is at the bottom. All right, so I've got a CC with offense, but protection right here, 6% offense on the substat. They're like, Trevor, I can't get that high. I understand. I just had it laying around, so I put it on him. Offensive here, not super fast. Crit damage right here on the triangle. A little bit of offense in there. It would be better if I had offense percentage, but those are rare. And the speed right here. But yeah, I get what you're just saying there. Much offense as you can get him. With Maliko Starkiller, I try to get him a specials where his damage comes into play. So the higher offense, that's where it's going to come into play. So, especially if you have Leia. So, but yeah, just some modding moves. Trust me, there's a lot of modding is a 24/7 thing. I'm going to remod this week because of Grand Arena for next week. So modding's a big thing. And I've learned from the best. Playbook, Tassanex. Playbook came up with those YouTube videos. That's how I learned how to mod. 'Cause we didn't have modding guides back then. But yeah, that's how I learned. Playbook, like learning details of what a mod does, what's an offensive mod. Support character, what do they need? Attacker, what do they need? A tank, what do they need? So that's the biggest
Yeah, I
thing.
think that's kind of the thing that gives this game so much depth is like, such a variety of kits and what stats are going to apply to that character and what stats are going to help that character synergize better with their team and all that lovely stuff. The nuance.
I'm not the best. I appreciate the comment. I do all right. I do all right. But yeah, I appreciate the comment. I've just learned from the best, like Sasha, Tassanex, Playbook. They're all in the top 50 and 100, top 50 of Kyber 1. I always take what are they doing that's making them win, and can I apply it to me without breaking the bank? Nah, I appreciate the comment though. I appreciate the comment. But yeah, I always think about see what people are doing better than me. I'm my hardest critic. Because I love Grain Arena. So yeah, I love Grain Arena. So it's just like I go hard on myself, but it is what it is. Questions. Who should I be my next R10? Ray or Leia?
Those are both solid choices.
All right, we'll answer this and I'll let you guys go. I don't want to keep you guys too long.
Yeah, I think that in my opinion, Ray has a slight edge in that just because of Sudden Whirlwind having a very specific shout out to relic tiers as far as bonus damage on the Sudden Whirlwind. But I think both characters strongly benefit from the extra stats. That said, R10 doesn't give anybody a lot of stats, to be honest, other than tanks. It's like 1200 health, small amount of offense, etc. But tanks do get a nice chunk of protection and health in comparison.
I was checking. He does have Ben Solo. That's what I was checking for before I answer. He has Ben and he has Ezra. So those two are good to go right there with her.
Yeah, I would say actually the biggest factor when it comes to R10 is getting that
that piece.
Relic Delta advantage.
I know. Stan, what do you think? Ray or Leia?
Yeah, I was going to lean towards Ray for a handful of reasons. One, the Relic Delta advantage is really huge. her damage output, her damage reduction coming in. If you can get rid of Ray, it's over, right? So I think Ray is a better one. She has multiple callouts in her kit, like the damage on sudden whirlwind is increased based off of based off of a relic level. Like you said, he's got the pieces. He's got Ben Solo. He's got his Ezra's pretty well modded actually. So he's got those pieces for that. The only thing I would say, and I didn't look at your GAC history, right? Just because this was a quick thing. I would go with whoever you think is performing the best. So if you've got your Ray, Ben, Ezra on defense, and they're pulling off holds, give her the relic delta. Give her the advantage. It's only going to carry you that much further.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I would do Ray because it's my first R10, and she has not disappointed. She's got me holds. Datacron helps. Datacron helps. One thing I would say is I see Cal down here. Maybe get Cal a little bit more relics too. He's at 5. He doesn't hurt at 7. 5 is like when everybody stops. But
yeah, something I did recently is bring him to 7, and it gave me a lot more versatility in the Rise of the Empire as well. Just slap him on wherever a team is struggling, and now they're not struggling no more.
Yeah, Solomon, I would say that Omicron on Ben is very good underneath the protection. That is huge. That's like game changer. So Ben,
he has 3. I feel like one of them is just luxury, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah, so yeah, if Ray gets a big jump from R8 to R9. So if say you don't want to do the R10, if you could just do the R9, it's a big jump.
True.
She's not a tank, but it does give her a big boost. Like I wish we could see the numbers. But all mine are relic. But yeah, Ray does get a big jump from R8 to R9. I would say you have to say a lot of people like to do Leia for offense because Leia's a beast. Don't get me wrong, but if you remod Ray and get your Ezra and your Cal and your Ben under control, that's a good team.
He also doesn't have JMK. So if you're looking for a project to work on, I'm going to suggest Cat. So Cat with Ray is wonderful. She gives extra defense, extra damage. She really helped me out a long time. I just unlocked Jedi Master Kenobi. My Ray with Cat and Ben, and I don't have Ezra. I just unlocked Ezra today, right? My Ray with Cat and Ben was getting holds all the time, right? They're just, she's so good there. If you don't use her there, you could still use her with Padme, right? She'll boost that team as well. So she has a lot of places. So you have her close to JMK, but he kind of sucks. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Since you're going for Ahsoka anyways, definitely prioritize Cat. Get her up there. Mod her for speed, health. Put her with Ray. She will absolutely improve that team.
Yeah, Ray with Cat. Also, if you have I know GK kind of is like expensive tank because he belongs other places, but these days a lot of people do use GK and Ray, and it's not uncommon. And having that Galactic Republic, if Cat's there, if Cat gets hit, GK gets a taunt. So you do have if you end up using Cat there, GK can be a big helper for that as well.
I was using Cat
and
with
she helps GK too.
With Padme, yeah. Swamp used to run that a long time. Padme with Cat.
Yeah, on my alt I still do pretty semi frequently.
Yeah, I think that'd be wise. I know a lot of people say JMK sucks, but if you put JMK with Ezra, he don't suck no more.
That's true. Also in TW, like I was saying, GK is commonly used with Ray, so that's what my guild wants me to do with my Ray is put GK there. And I use JMK with no GK, no mace, just whatever I have laying around, and he still kicks butts. So
yeah, it's a really good squad. Yeah.
especially up against turn meter stuff. He says, "Not today. No turn meter for you."
Yeah. But yeah, just working on these couple of things. You have a good roster. Just some modding tweaks. Definitely take it as constructive. Like anybody can look at my roster. Like when I remod something, like what was it the other day? I remoded something last show. I remoded something wrong, and I went there and fixed it the next day. I'd not heard about it. It's just I got so many accounts. I'm doing so many things at once. So take it constructive. And try to get better. Like this account can definitely be Kyber 2, bottom of Kyber 2, top of Kyber 3. Just gotta get those Malicos up and running. And then you got great teams down here. You got Ahsoka, you got Malicos, you got Starkiller, you got Maul. Those are the 4 I'd be racking up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And getting them up and rolling. Because once you can beat a raid with Malicos, I don't know what your raid counter is right now, but if you take that raid counter and put it somewhere else, and then Malicos can take care of this for you. So those are huge. It's a lot of Omicron investments with Malicos and Starkiller and Seer, but it's a big punch up. Big punch up.
Yeah, I would say like those 5 unaligned force users right there have like so much value if you combine it all. It's crazy.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to wrap it up. I've kept these guys like 16 minutes over. One last thing. Starkiller's next, and 3-3 is Balin. Okay. Yeah, Balin's pretty good as well. You have a lot of good characters. There's just not, haven't got their full potential yet. So once you unlock that full potential, you're going to win a lot more grand arenas, and things will start coming easier for you. You don't have to stress as much, and when you're moving up the ranks there. But all right, guys.
Your spirit.
What about his spirit? Let me look.
Man, once upon a time, guy named Cubs fan Han, he used to have this test account where he'd do 1v1 tournaments, and Spirit was like Spirit, Darth Scion, those two were like insane.
Yeah. All right. So you guys ain't following, or make sure you guys check out Stan. He makes videos, mostly Grand Arena videos, some ROT videos. Check him out on YouTube.
I don't even like Grand Arena.
Yeah, you do.
It's like my entire channel is all Grand Arena, and I don't even like it.
Yeah, he does. He gets yeah, he does. Check out his videos. And then Swamp does Twitch and YouTube, makes videos on YouTube. But check out his Twitch channel. All their links are in my description right here. Every time we do this, I have their links on there. And then Enigma does not do anything of that yet. Other than that, you guys know I'm here all the time. Other than that, you guys want to add anything before we leave?
I'm not sure if me and the boys are getting a episode of the Star Wars podcast together sometime soon. Shadow Collective podcast, guys. Look for that on Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, and yeah, we potentially will be doing a new episode. There's lots of Star Wars news coming up. That podcast is about Star Wars, not Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes might make its way in there in small amounts, but for the most part, we try to keep it the greater Star Wars news topic, and that's with me, Andy Beads, and Darth Eldor, usually on Saturdays, but very unscheduled. We have 3 busy guys trying to get together, so yeah.
Gotcha. Stan, would like to add anything before we go?
No, nothing else for me.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody coming out, watching. Next episode will be in 1 month. We'll be all doing our Grand Arenas next week. Sunday, I will not be here. I'll be in West Virginia, visit my brother. So this weekend I'll be out of town. So no stream Sunday. I'll see if I can make it up a day. But we will see you guys next month, and I'll see everybody next week for Grand Arena. And thanks you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys out there. Have a good one. Peace out.